everyone, I'm the Stupendous, and this is my Mighty Pen Ultimate. I can draw anything with this pen, and today I shall draw a super remote control that plays only cool school videos. Cool. Now let's watch some of my favorite videos about pranksters and mischief makers. The first video is the one where I, Super Drew, save Halloween.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his Mighty Pen Ultimate. And now, Super Drew must save Halloween! There's our hero now! He stayed after school to put the finishing touches on his costume in Crafty Carol's classroom.
Tonight for Halloween, I'm the famous pirate Captain Drew. Beard. Arr!
It was getting dark out, almost time to go trick-or-treating, when an announcement came over the PA.
Hello, cool school students. First, tomorrow's lunch will be sloppy joes and tater tots. And finally, some mystery villains have stolen all the candy, and therefore, Halloween is canceled.
Halloween is canceled? Never!
Yes, I repeat, Halloween is canceled.
Drew was super duper sad. And then he was like,
wait a second, I can save Halloween. First, I'll need the nose of a basset hound to sniff out the candy. Next, a hypno ray to hypnotize the thief. Whoever stole the candy is gonna be hyped on sugar and probably dangerous. And finally, I'm keeping the pirate hook, just cause it looks totally awesome.
Go Drew! Save our candy!
all the would-be trick-or-treaters looked out their windows. They pouted, they cried. Halloween is supposed to be the best day of the year! They've been robbed!
Never fear! Super Drew is here!
Drew sniffed around with his hound dog nose to track the scent of candy. He caught a whiff of lollipops and chocolate off in the distance.
The candy's in the woods.
Okay, so the woods were a little scary, but the stupendous Drupendous doesn't get scared. He gets candy. Besides, it's Halloween. Halloween's supposed to be spooky, right?
Ah! Not that spooky, please.
Oh, sorry. Suddenly a piece of candy fell from above.
Hey, watch it!
He looked up and he saw
a giant radioactive vampire bat.
There was a whole gang of bats, and they had a ton of Halloween candy.
All right, on the count of 3, release the candy. 1, 2, 3. I said, give me the candy and scram!
No can do, kid. We need the sugar. You think it's easy being nocturnal?
That means we stay up all night.
I know what nocturnal means.
Drew pulled out his hypno ray and he aimed it at the biggest bat.
Get ready for bedtime, Mr. Nocturnal Radioactive Vampire Bat. You're about to get very sleepy.
Never.
Those bats had eaten way too much sugar. They were never gonna go to sleep. They were eating the candy faster than Drew had ever seen anyone eat anything. And he'd even been to a hot dog eating contest on Coney Island.
62 hot dogs? Awesome!
Oh no, the bats were almost finished with the not-so-great candy like circus peanuts and black licorice. Then they started on the really good stuff like fun-sized candy bars, giant lollipops, and sour jelly beans. They weren't even enjoying the candy. They were just sucking out the sugar and throwing the rest to the ground.
That's the last straw. No one disrespects a jelly bean like that.
And then Drew realized the one thing vampire bats can't stand is sunlight. So he drew a super strong arm and a lasso. The radioactive vampire bats all laughed.
Oh, look at the cowboy.
Go back to your farm.
Then Drew swung his lasso into the sky.
Got it.
Oh, what'd you get? A flying cow?
Nope, just the sun.
The sun?
Oh hey, what's going on?
Drew used his super strength to pull the sun back into the sky. He turned night into day.
No, we hate the sun, no! Too bright!
And poof, they all turned to dust.
Hasta la vista, you stinky vampire bats.
Drew released the sun, grabbed the candy, and headed to town.
Hey guys, it's safe to come out. Halloween is back. Trick or treat.
Oh, what an adorable costume. Look, Harold, he's a little Superman.
It's not a costume. I'm a real superhero. I just saved Halloween.
Of course you did, dear. Oh, look at your little puppy dog nose.
Why does he have a lasso and a pirate hook? I'm confused.
May I just have some candy, please? Thank you.
And that's how we did it, kids. Super Drew saved Halloween. The moral of the story is, don't eat too much candy around vampire bats. And never make fun of cowboys.
Hello, boys and girls, it's nursery rhyme time. This is a rhyme about sleep, but I need you wide awake to hear this one. Okay, sit up straight, get comfy, well, not too comfy, or you could fall asleep. Okay, let's begin. Say hello to William.
Hello.
Yes, hello. William here goes by the name Will or Wills, but for this particular nursery rhyme, he's going by the name Willie. Hello, Willie.
Hi there.
Willie is a rather small boy, a bit tiny. Not as tiny as an ant. But he is a wee fellow. Yes, friends, this is wee Willie Winkie. When the sun sets and families across the town are finishing up their dinner.
Great dinner. Thanks, hon.
Glad you enjoyed it. High in protein, that was.
And once the whole town has brushed their teeth,
Good night, Mary Mary. Good night, little Bo Peep.
Willie here puts on his nightgown. Yes, quite odd that Willie here wears a nightgown. But since his pajamas are getting washed in the laundry machine, wee Willie Winkie has to wear his sister's nightgown.
Seriously, Mom? Why do I have to wear Wendy's nightgown?
Oh, don't worry, Willie, it's nighttime. Nobody will see you. And as it happens, at 10 o'clock, which is way past Willie's bedtime, Willie is not fast asleep or even turning down the sheets or sipping a cup of hot cocoa before bedtime. No, wee Willie Winkie does the most peculiar thing. With a candle in his hand, Willie runs around the town. He runs upstairs, he runs downstairs. He's knocking on doors, tapping on windows, and checking to make sure that all the children are fast asleep. Willie is basically the town sleep monitor.
Hey, are you asleep?
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay, awesome.
He makes sure iPads are put away, books are on their night tables, and lights are switched off. Why, you may ask? Why does Willie do this? Well, too many children are coming to school late because they were watching TV or playing video games at night when they should have been asleep getting ready for the next great day. So, as it happens, this very important job has been given to wee Willie Winkie by his very own school. He double checks that the children are sleeping so they're well rested for class the next morning, and all the children are doing much better in school. And now for the nursery rhyme part. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, tapping at the window, crying at the lock. All the children in their bed, for it's past 10 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed that nursery rhyme. Toodle-doo and bye-bye until next time.
Hi guys, we're Gabrielle and Chad.
And this is Siege.
Today, we're over at Cool School for the Story Circle.
That's right, and we're gonna read The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Are you ready?
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Terry. He was a bit of a terror. In fact, he was called Terry the Terror. He would kick and scream anytime he wanted something. At the toy store,
I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it.
At the ice cream shop,
I want more, now.
even at the grocery store.
I don't want cereal. I want cookies, I want cookies.
And with everything he could have ever wanted at his fingertips, he was a pretty bored boy at that.
Bored.
Bored boys often get into trouble, and boy did Terry get into trouble. He would take cupcakes from the baker's window. He would let the chickens loose from old Mr. O'Brien's chicken farm. And worst of all, he would run up behind old Mr. Hackle and scream, "No!" Which didn't matter much because Mr. Hackle couldn't hear too well. Luckily for Terry, the townspeople were very patient people. The baker learned to make one extra cupcake every morning so that she wouldn't be short for the customers. Mr. O'Brien trained his chickens to come to his call so that if they got loose, they would come back. And Mr. Hackle still made Terry help him across the street. Life went on as usual, and as usual, Terry got bored. One day when he went out into the woods tearing leaves off trees and splashing in mud, Terry came up with an idea.
Hey, I have an idea. It's genius! Everyone will totally flip out, and I will laugh so hard! Oh, this is gonna be great!
The next morning, when everyone was getting ready for Terry to come tearing through town, he didn't show up. The baker said,
"That's weird. I have one extra cupcake today."
The farmer called for his chickens, but they were already there, staring at him. Mr. Hackle just stood by the corner waiting. Well, after an hour went by, people started to worry. And just then, Terry came running into town screaming,
"Wolf, wolf, wolf, wolf! Hey, everybody, there's a wolf! There's a wolf! Run for your lives! Wolf, 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 wolf! Help, 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 help! There's a wolf! Help!"
The baker quickly slammed the shutter so fast her cupcakes splattered everywhere. Old Mr. O'Brien ushered all his chickens inside of his maximum security chicken coop and locked the doors. Everyone in town scrambled to their houses and stores and locked them up tight, leaving Terry laughing in the town square.
You silly people! There's no wolf! You fell for it! Oh, that was almost too easy!
Everyone in the town was upset. Old Mr. O'Brien's chickens were so upset, they didn't lay eggs for 3 days. But Terry thought it was all extremely funny. After things got back to normal, Terry began to feel mischievous again.
Hey, I wonder if they would fall for it a second time. We'll find out.
And so the next morning, Terry called out from the woods.
Wolf! 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 Help! Help! Wolf! I mean, help!
The baker and old Mr. O'Brien squinted their eyes and looked off into the woods. And just then, Terry came limping out of the woods with his shirt torn and dirt all over his face. He was really going for a Daytime Emmy Award this time. Everyone began to panic because this time it had to be real. The baker slammed her cupcakes in the window. Old Man O'Brien cooped up his chickens. And everyone ran inside. Everyone except Terry, and well, except for Mr. Hackle, but that's just because he couldn't hear all the fuss.
Oh, you fools, you silly, silly people. There's no wolf. You fell for it again. Twice. That's 2. Toot it up at me, you.
After a few days, things got back to normal. Terry wasn't allowed to go into town anymore. He was grounded for 3 whole weeks. One day, Terry was playing in the yard, and guess who showed up? A real live wolf.
Hello.
Wolf! 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 Help! Wolf!
A hungry wolf. That's me.
Wolf! Wolf! Oh no! Wolf! Real wolf! Real wolf!
In town, the baker heard Terry crying. Is that for real?
Oh, that's just Terry the Terror at it again. I'm not falling for that this time.
And old Mr. O'Brien heard Terry crying.
Don't worry, girls. It's just Terry the Terror at it again.
And Mr. Hackle, well, you guessed it. He didn't hear anything anyway. He didn't even look up from his crossword puzzle. The whole town ignored Terry yelling because they knew it must have been a trick. And then the wolf ate Terry in one bite.
That was a good little boy.
Luckily for Terry, the same wolf also ate Little Red Riding Hood's grandma, which turned out to be too much, and he threw them both up.
Wow! Oh, that is just wrong. That is just wrong. Who are you?
Terry ran home and told his parents, who had a hard time believing him. But one thing Terry knew for sure, he was going to be a very good boy for the rest of his life. The moral of the story is, don't trick people, especially when it comes to safety. Always tell the truth, don't hang around wolves, and don't scare chickens if you're hoping to have some eggs. The end.
It's story circle time. I'm Harry.
And I'm Miss Booksy. Hi! Our next story is The Jungle Book.
Awesome! I could be one of the monkeys.
Let's say hi to the LaVignes. Hi! Hi!
Hi everyone, with the LaVignes.
And we're super excited that Miss Booksy invited us here on Story Circle at Cool School. Today, we will be reading The Jungle Book.
Are you guys ready?
Let's go. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Mowgli. He was a boy like any other boy, except he had the most unusual family. Mowgli was raised by wolves, a bear, and a panther. Yikes. Most little kids are afraid of bears and panthers and wolves, but not Mowgli. They were his family and he loved them. There's Baloo the bear, Bagheera the panther, and Father Wolf and Raksha. And there's little Mowgli. Mowgli and his family didn't live in an ordinary house. They lived in the jungle. Look at all the pretty colors of the flowers and the birds and the trees and the tiger. Ah! A tiger! That's Shere Khan, boys and girls. Baloo had warned Mowgli about Shere Khan. He's not a nice kitty like Bagheera. Not nice at all. Baloo had also told Mowgli not to play with the monkeys because they were always monkeying around. Mowgli didn't really know what Baloo was talking about, so he stopped listening and wandered off. Not a good idea. Mowgli hadn't wandered too long before he ran into the monkeys. He couldn't remember exactly what Baloo had been saying, so he just said,
"Oh, hey guys, what's up?"
Since they were up in the trees, they laughed and said,
"We are!"
They told Mowgli they were going to eat a bunch of bananas and then leave all the peels around so other animals would slip on them.
You know what else? We don't even like bananas. Yeah, come with us, it's funny.
Mowgli said he wasn't so sure. They didn't seem very nice. But then they scooped him up and started hopping from tree to tree. Mowgli had been kidnapped by the monkeys. The monkeys sent a ransom note to Baloo and Bagheera.
"We have your kid. Bring us all the bananas in the world and we'll give him back."
All the bananas in the world? That's a lot of bananas. Mowgli was getting tired of all the laughing and pranks. Plus, they were making Mowgli eat bananas, and he didn't really like bananas that much. Especially by the time he got to his 10th banana. He was definitely ready for some pizza or a hamburger, or even a pineapple. And Mowgli missed his family, but they were on their way to help. Baloo and Bagheera grabbed as many bananas as they could find and ran toward the monkeys' hideout. On their way, that naughty tiger Shere Khan jumped out and started chasing them. Oh no! Baloo and Bagheera ran and ran, but so did Shere Khan, and he was very fast. Mowgli jumped down into the path, right in the line of danger.
"Silly boy, I'm going to eat you."
And just as he was about to run right up to Mowgli, he slipped up in the air.
Whoa!
Shere Khan went flying on the banana peels. The monkeys laughed and laughed and laughed, and this time, so did Mowgli, Bagheera, and even Baloo. Mowgli learned a valuable lesson that day, to listen to his family, especially when it came to being safe from dangerous things like tigers, monkeys, and bananas. The end.
Hi there, boys and girls. Welcome to Story Time with me, Miss Booksy. Today's story is Rumpelstiltskin. Are you ready? Let's go. Long, long ago, there was a dad, and he had a kid. A daughter, actually. That's me! Together, we made fine designer clothing. The clothes we made were so fancy that the king wanted to wear them.
The clothes you make are fantastic.
Ah, gee, thank you, King. Thanks a whole kit and caboodle. But my daughter's the real artist. She's so delicate when she's spinning. I bet she could spin straw into gold.
Well, as you might know, kings like gold. They like gold a lot.
Gold, you say? I'd like to meet this daughter of yours. Send her to my castle for brunch this Sunday. We'll have Melba toast and salmon lox.
So that Sunday, I went to the king's castle for brunch. But instead of Melba toast and salmon lox, I got horse hay and dungeon lox. Oh dear! The king locked me away in the dungeon.
You can come out once you spin all this straw into gold.
I didn't actually know how to spin straw into gold. That was just a figure of speech. Somebody please help me!
Well, hello there.
A little elf man appeared.
I see you need to sew some straw into gold. That happens to be my specialty.
That's pretty random. But okay, I don't have much, but I'll give you anything.
How about that necklace of yours? It's very pretty.
And even though this necklace was a gift for my BFF Snow White, I made the deal. I couldn't be stuck in this stinky dungeon forever. The elf man worked his magic. He sang while he worked, which was kind of annoying, but he was helping me out. When the king came back in the morning, the hay was gone, and in its place, pure gold. The king was utterly flabbergasted.
I'm utterly flabbergasted.
Well, I'm pretty good at this, obviously.
Good! I want more! So this time I'm going to give you 100 times the hay. If you can spin it all to gold by morning, I will let you out. But if not, you will be sent out into the ocean on a leaky ship, never to return. Oh, and the ship will be full of singing mice who are terrible singers. Now get back to sewing.
Mean? So night came and I didn't know what else to do, so I called out. Hey, magic little dude. I forgot your name, but I need you.
So, you need more help, do you?
I do.
It's gonna cost you.
Anything. I'll give you anything you want.
Pinky promise?
Again, he sang as he worked.
Spinning, sewing, gold glowing, taking hay and making it pay.
It took all night, and I got seriously tired of that song, but my little friend sewed every last bit of straw into gold. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
On the night of your first son's first birthday, I will return to take him as my own.
And he laughed all crazy-like and disappeared. Wait, what? He didn't say he was going to take my son on his first birthday, did he? Nah, that would be crazy. The next day, the king saw all that gold, and he was so excited, he let me go. So fast forward a bit. I'm in charge of my own designer clothing company. I'm married, I have a super cool house, a dog, and a cat. I had forgotten all about the little elf who had spun straw into gold. I was living happily ever after. Until the night of my first son's first birthday. We were all celebrating, having a great time, when the little old elf crashed the party.
Here I am. Give me that baby.
Okay, funny story. I thought you were kidding. Isn't that funny?
Not really. You made a pinky promise.
Okay, I'll give you gold. Tons of gold.
I don't need gold. I can turn straw into gold myself, remember? But I'll make a deal with you, lady. If you can guess my name, then you keep your son. But if you don't, I'll take him and your first daughter. Do we have a deal?
I began to guess. Paul, Mike, Mark, Sean. Sean spelled S-E-A-N. Sean spelled S-H-A-U-N.
Not even close.
Tim, Tom, Tyler, Taylor, Kanye, Senior, Junior. I guessed hundreds of names, hundreds upon hundreds of names, but I just couldn't come up with it. To make matters worse, the horrible little elf was leaning over the baby's crib, singing a lullaby. That's my job.
I'll have a son, I'm gonna win. She'll never guess my name, 'cause it's Rumpelstiltskin.
Just then, the baby giggled and spoke his very first word. He said,
Rumpelstiltskin.
Everyone was so excited, as they always are when babies say their first words. What did he say?
Nothing. I think he wants his bottle.
Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin.
Your name is Rumpelstiltskin.
No, not fair, not fair.
We won. But seriously, we called the police a long time ago anyway. You think you're just gonna come in here and take my baby? I'm his mom. You're a bad elf and you're going to jail. And so we were free from Rumpelstiltskin forever. So my family went on a vacation cruise to celebrate, and the mice on this ship were excellent singers. The brunch buffet was pretty good too. smoked salmon was perfection. Mwah! The end. Well, that was fun.
It's time for a brand new adventure of Drew, Pendous, and his mighty penultimate. In today's adventure, Drew must save Christmas. It was Christmas Eve. Everything was perfect. Stockings were hung by the fire. Snow was falling. Hot cocoa was being sipped. And the best part was, Drew had created a Santa detector.
As soon as Santa takes off from the North Pole, I'll get a signal. Then I'll track him. I'll know the moment he comes down our chimney. I'm finally gonna meet Santa!
Drew waited and waited and waited. Finally, there it was. Santa's sleigh was in flight.
Woohoo, it's story time!
But then it stopped.
Oh no!
Then Drew's tracker lost the sleigh signal completely. Santa was gone.
This isn't good. I gotta find out what's going on. I'm going to the North Pole. Hot dog, you're coming with me. Away we go. Let's save Christmas.
Drew and Hot Dog, the reindeer pup, flew to the North Pole. Drew found the spot where he last detected Santa's sleigh.
This just looks like a scary cave. Where's Santa? What is it, Hot Dog? You know where Santa is? Let's go.
They flew past some candy cane trees and over Eggnog Lake. And there it was.
Whoa, Santa's toy shop. Cool.
Drew and Hot Dog went inside. Something was wrong. There were Santa's elves all crying their eyes out.
Hey guys, what happened?
A very bad elf kidnapped all the reindeer and tied up Santa. We wanted to save him, but we're too short to reach. And the tag said don't open till Christmas Day.
Well, I'm the Stupendous, and I'm here to save Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Thanks, Drew.
No problem, Santa. I'm a huge fan, but we gotta get you out there delivering toys. It's late.
But I'm useless without my reindeer.
You can use mine. Hot Dog is pretty fast.
He's cute, but I need at least 8.
How about robot reindeer?
I'm kind of scared of robots. Got anything else? Drew didn't expect Santa to be so picky. Then he had the perfect idea. He sketched a rocket engine to Santa's sleigh.
Santa, you take this and start delivering toys. I'll go find reindeer and meet up with you, okay?
Okay, but I've never flown a rocket before. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, now let's find these reindeer.
The elves told him about a cave where the evil elf hid out, doing things an elf should never do, like breaking toys and making a mess.
Okay, evil elf, come up with your hands up.
Nothing happened. Drew was going to have to go into the dark cave. He needed a light, a flashlight, or maybe even
Rudolph nose.
Even better! With his shiny red nose, Drew entered the cave. Then he saw Santa's reindeer, all tied up. There was Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Drew was just about to get them out when he was pelted with a gumdrop, and then another one, and another one.
Joke's on you, evil elf. I love gumdrops.
Well, do you love presents? Because you're not gonna get any this year. Santa's all tied up.
Actually, he's flying around in a rocket delivering toys as we speak.
What?
So I'll just take these reindeers and get going.
Not so fast.
The evil elf started to tie up Drew, laughing her annoying evil elf laugh.
Ouch! Get off of me, you reindeer dog thing!
Super Drew grabbed his penultimate and sketched a giant gift box around the bad elf, and he filled out the tag.
To the North Pole County Jail, one bad elf from the Stupendous and Hot Dog. Now let's find Santa. Giddy up.
It didn't take long for them to spot him. Oh, thank goodness! You found my reindeer. This definitely puts you on the nice list.
Can I ride around with you and help you deliver presents? Please, 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 please.
Sure you can. Ho, ho, ho. They flew from house to house, delivering toys and goodies to all the boys and girls of the world. Whenever there was a house without a chimney, Drew would just draw one with his penultimate.
Santa! Oh, who are you?
I'm the Stupendous, and I helped save Christmas. Is it cool if I take some of these cookies, please?
I guess so.
Thanks again, Drew. You're a hero!
No props, Santa. High five.
The next morning, kids everywhere woke up and found presents under their tree. The tags all said from Santa and the stupendous Drupendous.
And hot dog. And the moral of the story, kids, stay away from bad elves. And Santa is definitely real, but he's not so great at flying a rocket ship. Whoa!
Hey there, boys and girls, I'm Miss Booksy, and it's time for a brand new story right here at Cool School. Today's story is The Jungle Book. I love this story so much, and I'm extra excited because we're going to read it in chapters. You know, we'll start with chapter 1 and then read chapter 2, and you get the idea. So here we go. Chapter 1 of The Jungle Book, Cool School style. Once upon a time in the Seoni Hills, that's in India, where the story takes place, a mother and a father wolf got married and started their wolf family. They had their own litter of wolf cubs, 4 furry pups, and they lived in a cozy little cave. They were a happy little wolf pack. Then along came Tabaki, the super annoying jackal.
Hello, wolves.
Ugh, Tabaki was always making mischief and getting into everybody's business. Sometimes he went totally bonkers and ran around yowling and biting everyone in sight.
Hello, Tabaki.
I just came by to say what lovely babies you have.
Gee, thanks.
And to tell you that Shere Khan is gonna be sharing your hunting grounds this winter.
What?
Okay, here's the deal with Shere Khan. He's this pesky tiger who lives in a jungle 20 miles away, which is pretty far if you don't have a car.
He can't hunt here. That's against the law of the jungle.
Father Wolf was right. The law of the jungle was pretty clear. No loud music, no littering, and definitely no hunting in another group's territory. That just wasn't cool.
We don't want him here. He eats the cows and makes the humans angry.
And then the hunters come. Shere Khan is very bad.
Whatever. Just thought you'd like to know. Oh wait, there he is now. Gotta go.
He is hunting here. That rotten...
Quiet. He's close.
Father Wolf went out to see what was going on. He heard a noise in the bushes and started to take a giant leap. But then he saw something crazy and he dropped to the ground. What did Father Wolf see? It was a baby hanging from a tree.
A human cub.
Father Wolf got the baby. I know it looks dangerous, but wolves carry their own babies like this all the time. Still, Father Wolf made sure to be extra gentle.
Oh, she's so sweet. Look at the itty bitty paws. So cute.
And look, she's so brave. Taking food from a wolf.
Mother and Father Wolf decided they would adopt the baby girl and raise her as their own. Happy ending, right? Not exactly. There was a problem. They had to get the entire animal council to agree to let the baby stay. A lot of animals didn't like people because sometimes people have come in and chopped down trees and light fires and hunt animals. So there was a pretty good chance they would all say,
No, no way. Get her out of here.
That was Akela, the leader of the wolf pack.
But Akela...
No, she smells funny. Besides, Shere Khan will want this cub for himself. Take her away.
The kid stays.
That was Baloo, the bear. He wasn't a scary bear, but he was the jungle's only school teacher, so the animals usually did what he said.
Well, I guess if Baloo says it's okay.
I say so too.
That was Bagheera, the Black Panther. He wasn't technically a part of the animal council, but he was so strong and fierce that no one dared disagree.
We have a lot we can learn from the humans. This cub might teach us something one day.
And just like that, the little baby was accepted by the animals of the Seoni jungle. Mother Wolf was so happy. She named her new baby Mowgli. Mowgli's brothers grew much faster than she did, but soon she grew into a big, strong kid. Hey, I'm Mowgli. Cool. Wow, I can't wait to see what kinds of adventure Mowgli gets into. Are you ready for chapter 2 of the Jungle Book? I sure am. In the first chapter, which we decided to call chapter 1, we met all the animals of the Seoni Hills. And of course, little Mowgli. Okay, get ready. Let's see what happens in chapter 2. Here we are. Baby Mowgli grew up to be a big, strong kid. Wow, I am strong. Hey again! Mowgli learned the ways of the jungle from her teacher, Baloo. I learned how to pounce. and how to fetch honey. And how to dance. One of Mowgli's favorite things to do was make other animal sounds. She liked to show off for Baloo and Bagheera. I learned a snake sound. A parrot. Squawk! Polly wants a cracker! Squawk!
Really? Polly want a cracker?
And a bear. Roar!
Hey, I don't sound like that.
You do when I pull your tail.
You never pulled my...
See, I know all kinds of things. Like how monkeys talk, and how they eat their lice. Suddenly, Bagheera got very serious.
How do you know so much about the monkeys?
They showed me. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Mowgli knew she wasn't supposed to play with monkeys. Baloo had told her so, but he hadn't said why she couldn't play with them, so naturally that made her so curious that she wanted nothing more than to play with them. It's okay, Bagheera, they were fun, and they said I could be their leader.
The monkeys don't have leaders. They're tricking you.
Nuh-uh, they were nice.
Mowgli, you are still young. We've lived in the jungle a long time and we know what's best.
See, the thing with the monkeys is, they were just too silly. These monkeys in the Sioni jungle were totally bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. They spent all day jumping around in the trees, causing a ruckus. They dropped things from way up high, making a huge mess and sometimes bonking innocent animals on the head.
You must never talk to the monkeys again, Mowgli.
They are bad news. See what I mean?
All right, time for your nap.
Okay. Bad timing, though. The monkeys were not too happy with what they had heard.
What's so bad about us? Come on, we're not so bad. Let's teach them a lesson. What's a lesson? I don't know. Let's take Mowgli and play with her. Yeah.
The monkeys swooped down and snatched up Mowgli.
I think they call this kidnapping, because she's a kid and she's napping.
The monkeys all hooted and howled. They weren't smart enough to be quiet, and their crazy chitter-chatter woke Bagheera.
Are we allowed to do this?
Probably not, but we'll bring her back. Maybe.
The monkeys all hooted and howled even louder than the last time they hooted and howled.
Uh-oh, the big kitty cat sees us.
Let's get out of here.
And up into the trees they went, taking Mowgli with them. She woke up and realized where she was. And who she was with. But down on the ground, Bagheera and Baloo were on a mission.
We must save Mowgli.
And that's the end of chapter 2. Hi there, boys and girls. It's folktale time at Cool School. This one is called The Great Race. You ready? Okay, on your mark, get set, let's go! Legend has it that once upon a time, many years ago, in ancient China, there was a rat.
That's me!
Not just any rat. This rat was the worst swimmer in the world.
Hey, the cat's a bad swimmer too.
That's true. There was also a cat who couldn't swim.
Give me a break. Everybody knows cats don't like water.
Also true. Nevertheless, there was to be a great race across the river, and so the cat and the rat were just gonna have to get wet. See, the Jade Emperor, the guy who pretty much ruled everything, had called a meeting of the animals. The Emperor was going to honor the first 12 animals to get across the river with their very own year.
Picture that, the year of the rat. Got a nice ring to it.
I prefer year of the cat.
Okay, let's skip ahead to the day of the big race. So many animals were there. There was a rabbit, a goat, a pig, a rooster, a snake, a horse, a dog, a monkey, a tiger, an ox, and a flying dragon. The cat and the rat knew they didn't stand a chance, so they hatched a clever plan to hitch a ride on another animal. The dog was the fastest swimmer, but the cat and the dog fought like, well, cat and dogs, so that wouldn't work. The flying dragon could get them there, but the rat was afraid of heights. Finally, they settled on the ox. The ox was fast, strong, and the cat and the rat knew they would trick him.
Hey Ox, you want to hear us sing a song?
Yeah, I love music.
Did you like it?
Gee guys, I couldn't hear it.
Well, let us hop on your back and we'll sing it into your ear.
Okay.
The cat and the rat hopped onto the ox's back just as the race began. Their plan was working.
On your mark, get set, go! Can you hear us now?
No.
Now?
What about now?
Nope. But I do hear a thumping sound.
It was a rabbit. The rabbit was hopping across the river from stone to stone.
Ah! Hurry, ox!
But then the rabbit missed a stone and instead landed on a floating log.
Ha-ha! Bye-bye, rabbit!
Then they saw the tiger coming up behind them. Then the dragon. Then the horse.
Giddy up, ox! Yeah! Yeah!
Weird that I can hear that, not your song, right?
Yeah, life's a mystery. Keep swimming.
Poor sweet ox. The cat and the rat were not being very nice. Meanwhile, 3 totally very nice animals, the goat, the rooster, and the monkey, were still on shore trying to figure out how they could get across the river. Not one of them could swim. Just as they were about to give up, the rooster spotted a raft. The 3 of them pulled it to the river, hopped in, and worked together to make it across. They even offered a ride to the dog, but she said,
"No, thank you."
But you're way behind. You'll lose.
Please, I'm like the fastest swimmer ever. I'll be fine.
Then they saw the pig on a raft having a snack.
What? I got hungry.
I guess they never read The Tortoise and the Hare.
On the other side of the river, the ox was just about to cross the finish line when that rascally rat pushed the cat into the water. No! And then jumped onto the shore, running past the ox to win the race. And so, the year of the rat officially became a thing. The ox crossed next, then the tiger, and the rabbit, followed by the flying dragon.
Ha-ha! I beat the dragon? I'm the best! Nobody beats me!
The dragon explained that she had seen the little rabbit floating in the wrong direction and had stopped to help him.
Well done, dragon! I am honored to name the 6th year after you. Yeah, but I got first place. Did you know that, dragon?
Next, the horse and snake made it across the river, followed by the rooster, monkey, and a goat in their little raft.
Bravo! I love teamwork. Teamwork, schmeamwork. I'm the real champion.
After the pig and dog finally crossed the finish line, the Jade Emperor invited all the animals into his palace for a party. The rat stayed behind a moment because he wanted to make a grand entrance like this. But before he could, he heard a familiar meow.
Meow. Remember me?
Uh-oh.
Is this their song? I don't think I like it.
The cat and the rat fought all night, while the rest of the animals had an awesome time celebrating with the Jade Emperor. To this day, people still celebrate the 12 animals of the Chinese Zodiac. Oh yeah, and cats and rats still don't get along. The end.
Hey there, kids, it's time for our brand spanking new adventure with Drew Pendous and his Mighty Pet Ultimate. In today's episode, Drew saves Cool School from himself. Wait, that can't be right. It was a totally normal day at Cool School. Nikki was just about to give her report on Valentine's Day, but...
Hey, someone erased my wiki.
I saw Drew do it.
Say what?
Kids, Drew would never do anything like that.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I saw you. Except you were wearing a funny-looking costume.
This sounds fishy, kids. Time for a recess! This would give Drew a chance to find the imposter who erased Nikki's wiki. But when he got to the playground, Drew found the swing sets, the slides, and the jungle gym were all gone! It's like they had been erased. Drew went back inside. There was Crafty Carol, and she did not look happy.
Oh, there you are.
Who, me?
Drew, did you erase all of my crafting supplies?
No way, I promise.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't think so, but someone said they saw you do it.
Hey, stop it right there, you faker.
All of a sudden, kids came pouring out of the cafeteria.
Yuck!
Ew! Gross.
The mysterious villain had erased the lunch menu and all the labels on the food. The lunch lady accidentally served up sloppy joes with grape jelly, onion slices, and cauliflower tacos with liver. Gross!
But it's supposed to be pizza day.
There he is. That's who done it.
No way. I would never mess with pizza day.
Then it dawned on Drew. Someone who looked like him was running around erasing everything. The opposite of drawing. It was like he had...
an evil twin. My name is Ray, as in eraser. You're the one who's been erasing stuff. Yeah, and now I'm gonna erase you. I don't think so, pal. Hey! What about this?
Let's get ready to run.
Give it up, Drew. There's nothing you can draw that I can't erase.
Oh no, kids. Has Drew Pendous met his match? A bad guy he can't beat.
No way. He can't beat me if he can't catch me.
Drew used his super speed shoes to run down the hall and into the library.
Miss Booksy, help! I need a book on how to send my evil twin back to his evil planet.
Let's see. Oh, here's one. How to send your evil twin back to his evil planet. Perfect.
Boogers! He erased all the pages. Aha! Enjoying your book. Oh, what do you want from me? I want chaos, craziness, destruction!
Well, that's a silly answer.
Yeah, what do you really want? I just want to be a student in cool school. Well, that makes sense. It is the best school in the universe.
That's true.
Where I came from, we only had cruel school, and it's not cool at all.
Ray told him about cruel school, where everything was the opposite. Instead of good teachers, they had bad ones, like Crabby Carol.
Stay away from my glitter.
And Captain Hooksy, the cruel school librarian.
She used to be a pirate, and now all the books are ripped to shreds.
Arg!
All I want is to stay here with you guys. I'll be good, I promise.
They actually considered it. After all, cruel school did sound terrible. But Drew saw that Ray had his fingers crossed behind his back. That's the universal sign that someone is fibbing.
Don't worry, I saw that and I have a plan.
Drew made a door to cruel school.
Oh no, I dropped my penultimate and I rolled out the door. It's my pen now!
Kids, Ray has the mighty penultimate!
Now I can draw whatever I want and take over the world! Hey, wait a second, this pen doesn't work! What's the matter, Ray? I'm drawing a blank. Have a nice day at cruel school, Ray.
Yay!
Whoa, how'd you do it?
Simple. I could tell he really wanted my penultimate, so I drew a fake one that didn't have any ink. Ray won't be coming back to cool school anytime soon.
Well, we sure hope not. Anyway, the moral of the story, kids, don't go around erasing people's homework and never mess with Drew's penultimate.
Shout out to Emma Rhodes for giving me the idea to draw speed shoes. They're awesome. Thanks, Emma.
That's right, kids. Comment below with what you think Drew should draw next.
And don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.